Hello. That is very loud. Okay, that's a little better. What's up, Matt? I think I have the mobile chat actually up on the computer this time. No, I could turn the thing off. There's probably a way to do it, but so far I think the only complaint I really have with the whole mobile streaming is the chats aren't integrated together, which I guess kind of makes sense. It's just a little annoying. And I don't think there's a way to activate something like at the same time because it's technically two source sections that you need to. So like starting soon, I had to turn it off twice, basically. But anyway, got some stuff I need to do specifically. Let me open the Discord. Oh, yeah, okay. So apparently there's like a memory leak, which is very cool. Run app, anytime memory leak, validation, command line argument. Yeah, so there's apparently a memory leak in level select, which is very cool. If you don't know what a memory leak is, bad, basically. Usually you just use like a tool though to find it. But I want to see what happens. Apparently, if we go to level select, so we pick a character, supposedly if we leave it on this screen, it crashes. So I'm going to do that. I don't know how long it needs to be on the screen for. Supposedly it's between 5 and 10 minutes. So we're going to see if we can get a crash. I don't know if it's specifically here or picking the character, because I think technically... Well, I don't think. I know. Technically, character select and stage select are in the same scene, so it could be either stage related or it could be character related. We have a theory that it's character related. Because one of the characters is just broken in general. So we have a theory that it's probably from that guy. But I'm going to let it sit here for a minute and we're going to see what happens. Should have like booted up a game or something. Didn't realize exactly what time it was when I started on here. I think I'm at 2 minutes. Should have brought up live split. Speed run crash. I'm not seeing any errors come up though, which is kind of interesting. Leave the console open though, just in case. But yeah, so far nothing as far as like errors go. I hate this one song specifically just because it's got like a background sound that sounds like a phone vibrating. Still no errors, still no warnings. Right about 3 minutes. And apparently it was an entire editor crash. So all of Unity should crash. Which is very fun. The thing is though, we need to make sure that it's fixed, and then we have to test it again in a build. Which probably should get a new build going. Actually, I'm gonna say something about it in the Discord. We probably should get a build. I won't be able to probably test the build today. No, I definitely won't. Well, I should have said definitely. Because I don't think we had a build. I don't think we've had a build for a minute, actually. $9:17. All right, we're at about the 5-minute mark. So within the next 5 minutes, in theory, this should crash. Why is my internet being dumb? Please stop that. This was like one of the first main things though that really needed to be checked. So far, nothing. I'm probably gonna do it again on the other screen. Actually don't see a build in the Discord at all. There's no way we haven't had a build in like 6 months, right? For whatever reason, when I try to make builds, it just doesn't work. Like, Wilson is the only guy in the group who can make builds, apparently. I don't know why. Because when I opened up Unity, there was a warning about memory leak, but so far, we're like, I think 9:22 would be the 10-minute mark. Okay, he's gonna make a build today. All right, cool. Not getting anything. I'm curious if one of those pushes was maybe fixing it. No. Objects, update. No, that's for level 3, which that is something we're going to be testing today as well as level 3. It's going to be the avalanche level. Okay, it says level selected. Well, that's weird. It's showing like a choppy video of level 2 for... Wait, no, that's... No, yeah, that's level 2. These videos feel choppier than last time. I'm not sure. What's up, Agent Millen? How you doing? First in the mobile chat today. All right, we got one more minute, and I haven't gotten a crash. I'm gonna have to do this again on the character select screen, maybe. It's this scene. This scene is what caused a crash, but... Alright, 9:22. That's about 10 minutes, and we have not gotten a crash. Alright, let's do this then. Let's get the actual timer going. And then after this next 10 minutes, we'll do... Do I want to update? No, not right now. It's fine. All right, it's going to say we're playing... Oh, it's actually already on screen. Nice. But not for mobile, guys. It's not. Hang on. Do I like melons? They are okay. Where's my timer? Hello? Oh, there it is. All right, I'm just going to turn that off there. I'm going to just bring the actual timer up here. All right, it says we're playing... the timer says we're playing Mario Wonder. That's not true. All right, let's go level select. Let's sit on this screen. Let's let it go. Very, very curious. I should probably be clicked into the game, huh? Very curious why it didn't give me a crash. This is the kind of thing that we need to like figure out, because if it's if someone's getting a memory leak and it's causing the editor to crash, we have to make sure that's not... It's not like the game itself, or it's not something with the individual's machine or anything like that. Like these are just things that we need to make sure of. Take the over 5 minutes. Yeah. I mean, he said 5 to 10 minutes. I guess technically because so basically he said that he had the game up and he walked away from his computer, came back and it was crashed, and he saw an error for memory leak. So I guess there's a realistic thing about it that it could have been over 10 minutes. So that's also possible. But I just want to see if this is consistent, and I want to see. Oh no, we got red time. We're doing bad. Wilson might actually be making the build beforehand, so I might actually get to try to mess around on stuff on the build, not just editor, before I leave today. So far, I mean, no warnings, no errors, nothing. I mean, we also did kind of have an issue like this with the mobile game, but that was, what exactly was that for? Yeah, he said, I don't have a time frame for the crash, but it's somewhere around 5 to 10. Walked away when I came back, had a Unity crash report. So the entire program crashed, which is what I'm trying to see if it happens again. Yeah, something with the frame rate. Our frame rate, though, isn't really an issue. On the mobile game, we were actually having issues with the FPS. The FPS was actually bad. It's a little more stable now, but it was like and that game still needs some polish, but like the frame rate was really, really bad at first. It was like Pokemon Scarlet Violet level. It was bad. But I just want to let it sit. I don't want to click on stuff because he said he walked away. We walked away from the computer completely and had a Unity crash report. So that's what I'm trying to simulate. Like, honestly, I'll actually be kind of happy if I can get the crash, because then it can move it to being something a little bit more consistent. And then if I do get the crash here, I need to test it on other scenes. Well, I guess the tracks don't really matter because they're timed anyway. So you're not going to get a memory leak crash on like in an actual track because they're timed. Like there's a time frame until it just straight up expires and it says you lose because you're bad, basically. So it actually shouldn't be an issue on those. Also, for the mobile guys, this is actually like kind of bad. Let me make this a little bigger. All right, it's a little bit better. Won the over, yeah. Now here's the question: are we gonna get over or under 10 before a crash? Because I also don't believe he tested this again. I think he just got, so it could have been a freak accident crash. It could have just been a completely random crash. Like, unless it becomes consistent, It could have been just a Unity moment, basically. Unity just being Unity and deciding to die. So, I mean, that's not completely out of the ordinary, if I'm being honest. I think it's the type of error report that he saw that made a little bit of concern, which is why I want to check this. Over for 10? Yeah. I'd probably take that too. I want to be wrong on that, but I would also take that. Because the sooner that it can crash, the sooner I can find it, the sooner we can start trying to figure out what the cause is. All right, getting closer to that 10-minute mark. This is just literally part of game QA. You open the game and you let it sit there. As funny as it may be, this is actually a thing people do in the industry. Part of QA is to literally just like open a game on different sections of the game and let it sit for like hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, just to see if it crashes, just to see if weird things happen. Because fun fact, in Ocarina of Time, when you do the Twinrova fight, Spirit Temple, and you beat Twinrova, if you don't go in the blue warp and you just stay in the room, because normally you're supposed to beat the boss, go in the blue warp, and you're out in like 30 seconds, or you're into a cutscene or whatever. If you don't do that, and you just hang out in the room for 8 minutes, specifically, Twinrova does respawn, only she's invisible. But you can actually still beat her again, and then in 8 more minutes, she will respawn again. And you could just keep doing that. I don't know if they knew about that back then, and they just figured no idiot is going to run around in this empty room for 8 minutes when they just beat a boss. They're going to want to leave and get their reward, which is true, because it took many years for that to be discovered. Until, you know, speedrunners started figuring out how broken the game was and figuring out, or trying to be like, what else can we do? Yeah, that's a thing. That's kind of one of the reasons why you do stuff like this. Almost at 10. Now, I'm curious on something, actually. Hold on. All right, we're over 10. But I'm curious on something. He actually didn't say if he was in play mode or just editor mode. 'Cause so far now, that's 2 times at 10 minutes where it did not crash in play mode. Two for 2, baby. Yeah. So let's do this. Let's open the level select, the actual scene itself. And we'll just look at the UI floating in space. And we go again. Because now I'm curious. I'm curious if this is like a scene thing, if it's like specifically in Unity, like, or is it something in the level that's playing? Because I just sat on character select and I sat on level select for 10 minutes each. Did not get a crash, did not get an error, did not get a warning about a memory leak, nothing. But I did have something about a memory leak, a warning when I loaded the project up initially. And then it just went away. I hadn't had that again. It is like weirdly choppy though. Hold on, let me leave the console open. Okay, he did say he was sitting in play mode. Interesting. All right, mask game if you had a character selected, because I'm curious now if that's connected to it. All right, so if he wasn't an editor like this, then this won't cause it. Did it? Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's go back to main menu. Oops. Put my streak, I would say it was just one random for now. I mean, yeah, that... I'm starting to think that. Yeah, he just said maybe it's his machine. Okay. Because I did have that error, or a warning. It wasn't an error. I had a warning about a memory leak when I opened the project. Do I try to reopen the project, maybe? Actually. Hang on. That might not be a bad idea. Let me do that. Open the project. No, GitHub. I'm not pushing my settings. Stop that. Stop doing what you're doing. All right, let's open it again. All right, cool. He's uploading a build as well, so we get to mess around in the build. It's going to be very good. Hopefully it doesn't take an hour. Oh, Jesus. Hope not. Yeah, so I'm very, very curious on... Okay, he said he gets that error too. Or the warning. I don't know why I keep calling it an error. It's a warning. But Wilson does not have the error. This is very weird. Or I get the warning, Taylor gets the warning. Wilson does not get the warning. Very strange. Now the game's just... Project's just not opening now? Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's going. Okay. All right, let's see. Go to the console. Okay, Unity ID, that's normal. Searching for packages, that's normal. I also... Now I don't have it. What? Did you pay your monthly subscription to Unity? Absolutely not. Never. Bro. Yeah, I don't understand. All right, I'm gonna open level select again. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm stupid. I'm gonna open main menu again. All right, we'll do this one more time, and then we'll actually just start testing some levels because this is very inconsistent at this point. And oh wait, I didn't want to have a character selected because now that it's so inconsistent, it might be just his machine, and it's possible that I got that warning because of his push, maybe? I don't know if that's exactly connected. I don't think so, but... I'm just trying to figure out exactly what caused it. What's up, Galaxy Wolf? But as of right now, like, it's not consistent at all. 20 minutes, I didn't get a crash. So, and I'm not getting any warnings. So, I don't know. It might be just a freak thing. It might just be his machine. Which is obviously bad, because that's his computer. But that's like better news project-wise. But that's still bad because it's something on his end that he needs to diagnose and probably figure out. But I'm gonna let it go for a few more minutes again, and I'm gonna just see if it ends up happening. And then after this set of 10 minutes, then I'm gonna start testing actual like physics and level stuff because we got some changes for both of those. It's mostly level 3. Level 3 now is an avalanche level where I believe it's going to be like an avalanche chasing the player down a mountain. So gonna be some interesting things to test in that. Like, you all know immediately I'm doing a 180 and I'm going right into the avalanche to see what happens. Instantly. Bro, what is this? I eat uranium every day. Good name. What's up? So yeah, I'm very curious on how level 3 is going to be. Because I haven't really actually even seen much of it. It was just kind of worked on the last couple of weeks, or last 2 weeks, I should say. I just haven't really gotten to dive into it, so it's also going to be pretty like a blind first impression. which is usually good. That's actually better, I think, for a lot of testing, is to not know what you're getting into, because then if something does feel off, like, you don't know what you're looking for. So if something feels off, it's a little bit more natural that it feels off. And then if you know what you're looking for, you're going to do the things correctly instinctively instead of just trying stuff. So it's usually better to not know, at least at first. Then once you know what's going on, you need to obviously know it a little bit more in detail. So far, though, we're almost at the 5-minute mark, and no warning. I'm starting to really think this is a more on his end issue that might have been the problem. Surprisingly, might not be a Unity thing right now, even though a lot of the times it tends to be. That's Unity. Like, part of me doesn't even want to let the timer go. I just want to test other stuff, but we got to know. I was actually kind of hoping, though, that it could have been something that we could solve. Oh, looks like the build is now published. Nice. All right. I have to open Discord on this computer now. I think it's going to show up on Unity. Hopefully streamer mode turns on immediately. Otherwise I'm just... Oh, no, it's on the other screen. All right, we're good. I forgot to open Discord on this computer when I started. So I was just like, I'll just use it on the other computer and not accidentally put everybody right in the front of everything. All right, let's get this build downloaded. That's not it. Where is it? Here it is. New build after a year. Wow, we've really been bad at these builds. All right, cool. It's downloading. So the cool thing with having a build is sometimes, like, it makes testing more annoying because most of the time we find more problems. There was a joke going on when we were in our internship of people saying it worked in editor because they didn't test stuff in a build. They tested it here in the Unity editor screen, which is very bad. You should always test in builds, because if it works here, it doesn't mean it's going to work in the build, because the build is the entire project compiled together, which sometimes doesn't compile correctly. All right, let's get that extracted. We might actually just test and build today, if I'm being honest. That might be better. Like, retest some of the old stuff with the new changes, but in a build. We're at 40 minutes, so that means this music is about to end, right? Oh, it's already on a different video. Okay. Which is also almost over. Was this one good? I'll pretend this one was good. Alright, cool. Got the build. Let's close Discord or minimize it. Alright, yeah, we're almost at 10 minutes. Starting to think it was probably just a freak thing. Yeah. I think I'm good on that. Alright, let's close that. Minimize. Oh, hold on. I'm going to have to open volume mixer because I think it's going to be crazy loud. Let's find out. Hilarious. Windows is like unknown application. Why can't I put it on? Okay, here we go. I had to turn off the full screen so I can actually put it on stream. All right, this is the actual build. So now we're actually going to have the game in like full screen, which is kind of cool. So let's let's just go into it and let's test. I guess we'll test level 1. Who's still here? I don't know. I know in regular YouTube chat, not mobile, my mod Matt is here. All right, so the not moving at the time at the countdown is working. That's good. It's not it's like, why is the frame rate so bad? Ooh, that is very pixelated text. That's very cool. The quality of that text got real. But see, this is what I'm talking about. In engine, that text looked perfectly fine. It seems like the frame rate actually kind of got better. Oh, the speed is working. That's good. Actually shows how fast you're going. It picks up speed very quickly. That's some high acceleration. Okay, every other speed boost doesn't work. Oh, wait, no. Okay, that one worked. Still got the bounce. They thought that they could take the bounce away. All right, let's see. Is his leaderboard going to work? Is it going to work in build? Oh my god, it worked. And that just goes right to credits. Okay. So that level works. Try level 2. Why is he doing that? I didn't even hit any of the keys. He just looks scared immediately. Okay, the lighting in this level is less good in build. Yeah, that text is very pixelated. All the speed boosts are working though, so that's good. I remember I fixed that last time. Which means in that other level I probably will have to go do the same thing. Which means replacing them. And I don't want to do that. Not right now, at least. Could do that later. Big one. Okay, good. Oh, that still happens? Dang. That wasn't happening on the first level, but it's still happening in build. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Goes to credits. Okay, that's good. Let's try the bear. On the new level. See how it works. Why does this shader look weird? Where's the avalanche? Is it not in yet? No, dude. This level's very bright. feel like the white, like we need some like more rock texture to go in on the. I'm again using my mouse like you guys can see it. On the cliff faces, we need more like rock texture, not just snow. It just looks like giant piles of snow. Where the speed boost at? Is this it? They're so small, dude. There's no tiny. There's only those two. I guess this was just for functionality. The actual level isn't done yet. Oh, I got some watchtowers. I forgot that those got made. Should probably put something like that in the other levels. They're not textured though. They should probably get textured. We definitely need some speed boost going on here because this is. Oh, nice sideways. Nice. Oh, that's kind of great actually. Hang on. Does it do that with all of them? You know, it's average to most. Well, Sag. Hold on. Let me go volcano level. I know there's one of those half pipes in here. Now, I know this level's not super done at all, but oh right, because you put the finish line right there, dude. The gameplay loop works though. That's good. All right, I'm gonna go back to here, go to the end, get that weird angle, and I'm gonna see if I could just stay like that. Actually, hold on. There might not be any invisible walls. Come on. Get up there. Come on. My god, it's so bright, dude. Come on. Nice. Okay. No invisible walls. Definitely gonna need those. Yo, what a shortcut, actually. All right, let's get on this half pipe. I want to get that weird 45-degree angle, and I just want to turn around, and I just want to see if I could stay like that. Because I stayed like that the first time, but I immediately hit the finish line, which was great to be at that angle. We got up, yeah. I love the Skyrim horse, where you can just jump up walls. All right, how did I do it? A little like this. Okay. And then don't hit the finish line. Where am I going? Uh-oh. Wait, I'm forward now? Nice. Just right in the wall. He is actually kind of keeping that weird angle, though. Right, if I go flat now, is he going to stay angled? Dude. Oh my god. I'm just going to bounce now. Just keep bouncing. Yes. I'm not hitting jump. He's literally just bouncing now. I think I tricked the game to thinking I'm constantly going off of jumps and landing. Oh, that's incredible. Oh, okay. There we go. Nice. Dude, it's like Michael Jackson snowboarding. Just that weird angle. Wait, so if I do this... Don't tell me to hurry up, game. Don't tell me what to do. I made you. Oh, this is really good. Oh, this terrain's going to be great. Oh my god. Did it like bank the speed for a sec? Come on. Clip up. Nice. Come on. No, don't get stuck. There you go. Keep going. Come on. No. No, get up there. Wait, can I go backwards? No. Made the game. That's crazy. I'm part of the guys who made the game. Yeah. It's a project we've been working on for the last couple of months. We started from nothing, and we've been building a snowboarding game for the last. Well, we started it during an internship that we had in college, and then we put it down for like a year to do other stuff, and then we were deciding to come back to it now that we're like a little bit better at what we do. So we found taking a lot of our old work, which is very bad, and updating it and trying to make it better. And that's what this process is. Finding out what's broken. Like this. And it's also very fun to just break games, especially when it's your own. Oh my god, dude, I'm like flying. Okay, so yeah, it's just if you hit like this, it just always bounces. That is incredible. Dude, literally, dude, it's almost like you can make a surfing game out of this. Like, it literally feels like surfing. Or it feels like I'm going up a half pipe. It's like invisible skateboarding. Alright, that's cool. How do I even document this? No. Alright, whatever. Nope, not 2021. In the past. I don't even know how I word this. The Bears physics, or the Bears movement on the half pipe gets just completely messed up. He be bouncing, brother. Yeah. You know, I'm going to put that here. He be bouncing. Put it as medium. The best part is I know Wilson is looking at this document right now. And he's probably like, huh? Here, you know what I'll do? Let me go back. Let me do it again. And I'll just record as well and make a small video for it. Let me get over there first. All right, time to do Skyrim one more time. And then I get to test this with other characters. I just want the Plague Doctor to not break. That's all I want. That's my guy. Yeah, see, I'm not getting the bounce now. It's going to just be a lot easier to just make a small video and then just upload it to the Discord or something. All right, started from here. Is the moving forward thing still happening? I think Wilson fixed that. It is fixed. Very cool. All right, start recording. Okay. So on the half pipe, if you get this like, hold on, if you get this like really weird angle and hop off, and then you're just constantly stuck at this angle, and every time, I'm not hitting space, every time you land, you just keep bouncing if the shield is in this specific direction. If it's not, you're always going to be facing down, and you can't jump now. Well, you kind of can. But every time you just rotate, you go in the air a little bit. And it's just like, it keeps the orientation from the half pipe and doesn't reset. But you can get forever bouncing, which is very cool. All right. It's good. Enough. Exit course doesn't work. All right. Cool. I'm going to have to go test that now in other levels. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, resume works, so it's just exit. Options works. Controls work. All right, cool. So now I'm going to have to force my way back up to get to the finish line, to get to the credits. Because, well, unless I want to just relaunch the game, which I kind of don't. Because I think it's going to just launch in full screen, and I don't want to deal with that. Come on. Doing this with a broken movement, too, is not very good. Not that you should be able to do this in the first place. Oh, wait. All right, hold on. Find the sweet spot and just ride the wall up. Come on. No, I'm not going up anymore. Wait, can I just go out of the world? Oh, no. That's bad. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, dude. Well. There I go. Into the abyss of Unity. All right. Need more barriers? Yeah. Yeah, definitely need more barriers. No. Go away, Firefox. Literally don't use you anymore. And a restart button. Well, yeah. Normally, you have exit course, but it's not working now. So I'm just going to have to relaunch the game. I don't feel like waiting like the 5 minutes. Oh, I didn't have to. It saved my settings. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. That works. Completely forgot I kind of needed to test that, actually. Don't smack talk Firefox. I will smack talk Firefox because it opened when I didn't want it to. All right, let me test. I guess let me go to level 2. Let me see if exit course just doesn't work in general or if it's just on that level. It shouldn't work in general. Because the pause menu is a prefab. It's on everything. Oh my god, it works in general. Okay, so it is only on level 3. Very cool. Oh, well, Unity just straight up said, nah. It does work. Yeah. Let me do this. All right. Gotta remember, finish line is literally right there. So I need to ignore that. I know you can get out of the map on this level because it's not finished yet, which is why it wasn't the focal point for testing. But it has a half pipe, which in theory should be faster to get to because the level's not finished. Or not. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's actually about the same amount of time. But I know the exit button should work here. All right. Can I get that angle here? Nice. Okay, so it's not just the bear, it's the half pipe physics. Okay. Nice. All right, cool. So I guess we can change when a character uses the half pipe. I guess it'd be their physics completely breaks. And then we'll just turn this to they be bouncing. So now that actually becomes a little bit more important. That becomes kind of high now. If it was just the one character, that's not like as bad. But the fact that it's multiple characters and it's actually those half pipes that are breaking the physics, that's a little worse. I wonder if there's a way you can correct it. This is just curiosity. It obviously needs to be fixed, but I'm just curious now. Uh-oh. Dude, the gap. Get in there. No, it got weight. Hang on. Oh wait, yeah, I fixed it. Interesting. So if you leave the half pipe at the angle, it saves it, but if you leave it flat, you're good. Yeah, it like just straight up corrected itself when I was on it. That's very interesting. All right, cool. Oh, no. Exit doesn't work here either. I mean, that's kind of fine, actually. Because, uh-oh. This level is still in the blockout stage. Just going to hover up the side of the mountain real quick. Don't mind me. That's how you snowboard, right? I haven't done it in years. Pretty sure that's how you do it. Okay. Okay, Al Wilson is now streaming bug fixes as well. Oh, what about this one? Hang on. So, can I, like, force myself to go, like, upside down?
No, I don't think so. Just very sideways. Oh my god. Yeah, just give me the finish line. This is how we're gonna finish the race. Just on, like, face to the ground. Nice. Alright, so still some issues with the physics in general. Alright, let's do, just test one more thing. Let's go to level that we know works. See, like, the mountain should look more like this in the other level, where it's got, like, the rock texture in the center areas. Or at least closer to this. Oh, the text. I didn't put that in the document. Is our, no, our airborne thing is not working. Okay. Might just be for that character. It should work on the penguin. Should be in the keyword here. I'll just try jumping off the left side here and see if I can do the tricks. No, it's not working. It is just the arrow keys, right? Yeah. Not working. Dang. Where is my theory? As of right now, it's probably just medium. Alright, what was the other thing I needed to check? Alright, what else did I do for map 3? Map 3, you can get out of the map and fall forever. Exit course doesn't work on the pause menu in level 3. Alright, I guess I just want to check more stuff in map 3, honestly. Because that was the one that was like, okay, it's ready for testing, so... Let's break this map even more. So we know we can get completely out of it. And we know the half pipe breaks physics. That's not the map though. That's just the half pipe in general. Oh, the textures. Yeah. I will mention that. Okay, there we go. Wilson already found a bug as well. He's documenting something. Oh, wait. I can't see chat. There we go. And I guess the obvious thing is that there's no avalanche, but I think that is actually still being worked on. So I'm not going to put that in just yet. I didn't get the confirmation that it was in. I think it's just the actual level design, like the level layout is what we're trying to test right now. I do think it needs more hazards. That's just a me thing, though. Obviously, when you're playing like the full-fledged game, there is going to be other AI that you're racing against, so there's going to be more happening. But as of right now, I think it needs more hazards and more like actual stuff going on here, just to make it so you're moving around a bit more instead of just going straight. Because no, I want to get on the side. Uh-oh. No, dude. Well, down I go. It's all right. I should be able to ride the wall up. Surely? No, we're going sideways. No, I'm not going up, dude. You know what I am surprised about? I haven't clipped through the terrain yet. With all the like jagged pieces, especially down here, I'm actually kind of impressed I haven't completely clipped through and fell through the world. Like, I kind of clipped through a little bit here. Like, you can see the snowboard is now outside the terrain. But that kind of clipping that's normal in games. There's not a lot of games that don't have that kind of clipping. That's pretty regular. But, like, I haven't actually fell through the world. Not that you should be able to be down here anyway, so it doesn't super matter. And I forgot this is the level that exit course doesn't work, so I have to actually reopen the game. You know what? I should actually... Hang on. No, close the game. Am I in the main menu? I am. Curious on something. Not pick the bear. It's funnier when the bear messes up. Interesting. So that's why the level was so bright in the build. There's no, there's actually no texture. So that makes sense. Okay, so I guess putting that in the debug isn't really worth doing because it's not technically textured. All right, but I want to see if the physics still breaks, even in engine. Text is better. I still need to write that. That's floating. Okay, cool. I'll have to write that. There's floating objects. All right, let's see. Am I still going to be sideways? I probably will. Yes. Very cool. Incredible. All right, cool. What is this? This is a personal game project that me and a couple other guys are working on. It's a snowboarding racing game. Think like 1080 Avalanche on the GameCube mixed with like Mario Kart is the end goal. And this is just doing QA on some stuff that got pushed and added to the project. All right, what did Wilson just put? Going back from stage select to character select keeps the current selected character active, but no continue button is shown. Huh? Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. He's still selected, and yeah, there's no OK button. Interesting. Okay, but it's not like a broken. You just click on them again and it shows up. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Does it do that in the build? It probably does. It's going to be harder to see on your guys' end, but yes, it does do it. All right, cool. Very cool. I just realized it went to a different video. That's going to be copyright. Cool. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. Monkeys and stuff. I have no idea what in the world you're talking about, dude. I'll be real with you. They also misspelled Ferrari. Just letting you know. Let me check GitHub. See if anything else got pushed. No. Okay. What else do I need to check? Let's go over real quick what we Firefox. Dude, I didn't even click on you that time. Get out of here. All right, so a couple things, five things. Let me let him know that I found stuff for level 3. Oh, the text. Dude, I keep forgetting. put specifically in build. Because it looked fine in engine, but I mean, it's the I think I know why. It's the resolution of it, where obviously if you're playing something in engine, your resolution is a lot smaller. It's just this window. But when you're playing in build, it's full screen. So actually, let's test that. So if we do this, if we open the actual game, let me go to options. We're not on full screen. Keep it on high quality. And we'll lower the resolution. Why do we have two 1280 by 720? I don't know. But let's keep it on that. And then this is going to be the quickest to get to a speed boost, I think. Actually, I think level 1 would have been faster. Oh well, whatever. Wait, it just went full screen. I literally didn't even realize that loading the level just put it to full screen. Or not full screen, but window. It changed the resolution. And full screen checked. It's not full screen. I could see my taskbar. It's not full screen. Now it is. Now it's not. Very cool. All right, hang on. When you're about to wrap it up for the day and you find more stuff. Okay. That was a lot more information for that text than there probably should have been. Okay, I'm just going to make that 2 different reports then. Okay. No. Text wrap, please. Thank you. All right. Well, okay. Back to what I wanted to check. If I do this, I am curious if that text looks just as bad or if like a little better. It should look a little better. Should be in the keyword. Nope. Okay, never mind. Cool. It's just bad. All right. Interesting. All right. That's very cool. What time is it? 10:30. Dude, I don't want to go to work. Why can't this be my work? Did we play something? So Dawit. All right, but that's a decent amount of stuff found today. Yeah. All of these except one were me. All right, cool. probably shouldn't because I still need to make breakfast before I go. How long have I been creating this game? That's a weird question because technically we spent 6 months on it in our internship at the end of 2022, 2023, going into 2023. We spent 6 months from start to having 2 playable levels. And then we put the game down for a little while and we messed around on some other projects and we just picked it back up about a month ago. So technically we're maybe 7 months into doing it. Granted, this past month has been constant overhauls of what we previously had. So the polish isn't really there because we've completely reworked the physics system. We've completely reworked animations. We've completely reprogrammed some stuff because, you know, in that couple of months of not doing it, we've learned different things. So we've gotten better. So we completely were just upgrading everything. And we upgraded the version of Unity, which broke a bunch of stuff. So that's pretty much what we've been doing with it. What am I doing? I am currently doing quality assurance for a game project that I've been working on with a couple of guys from my when I was in college. I have a master's degree in video game design and development with a specialty in production. So I'm doing we've been working on a project. My professional game dev, I don't work in the industry, mostly because the game industry is on fire right now. And I don't recommend many people work in the industry unless you're going to do indie. So in a sense, yes, but I don't do it as a career. I do it in this type of environment where it's more independent. I'm actually very interested in games. I'm not good. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have to be good to make a game at all. What's going to happen to set up a realistic expectation if you do get into games, your first 5 game projects are going to go nowhere. You have to think of them as portfolio pieces. That's just the reality of it. But if it's something you're very interested in, you can literally just download a program and just start doing something. You can get Unity, you can get Unreal, you can get Game Maker Studios, you can get Godot. There's a lot of options, and there's tutorials everywhere. Unity has documentation, Unreal has documentation. YouTube is great to figure out some basic stuff. There's asset stores. Unreal and Unity have really diverse asset stores that have a lot of things. So you can basically just find assets and do plug and play. So you can just basically do level design essentially. Just build something out of existing things. So you don't necessarily need to program. But I would recommend it. I'd recommend trying to learn basic programming. But you don't have to be good. I'm going to tell you right now, when I started looking into games, it was in 2016 when I got my bachelor's degree. Unity or Unreal for a beginner? That's a very interesting question. I would say Unity because it's a little bit lower end in its power and in it what it has, and the asset store has some pretty simple things to use. So I would probably say for beginner, Unity. The thing is, they use 2 different programming languages. Unity, you're going to use C#, and in Unreal, you're going to use C++. And they're different enough to where if you learn C#, it's going to be a little more difficult to learn C++. But if you learn C++, it works the other way around, where it's a little easier to learn C#. So it's a double-edged sword. But for just getting into it to learn very basic stuff, I would probably recommend Unity. First 2 projects are learning from mistakes. Next are yes, that's exactly what it is. I have done... Here, you know what? I will show you, actually. Let me pull the folder up. Is this the folder? This is not the folder. Hang on. I want to show you. Because this might set some stuff. My stuff. Here we go. Nope. That's my games. Dude, where's my stuff? Oh, because I'm on the wrong hard drive. Genius. Here we go. So this folder. You see it says Game Design Portfolio at the top. This is all stuff that I have done over the last couple years. These are all different game projects. Some are recreating things. Some are the opposite. Some are just from scratch. Some are just messing around, like making a character move. Some are, how do I make a door open? You're going to make a lot of projects, and that's okay. Just make a bunch of stuff. And then you'll learn from every little project you do and eventually be able to compile it into one game, into a bigger project. And then that bigger project you can put out for free as a game just to play. Not a free to play like where you're going to have skins and stuff, but just a free game on like itch.io or even Steam. I wouldn't recommend Steam for the beginning because there is a fee to actually get on Steam. But itch.io would be great to start on that. Takes you long to be a master for sure then. No one's a master. I'm going to tell you that right now. No one's a master. Not a master? Yeah. No one's a master because, which is ironic because I do have a master's degree in this. But even then, I have specialties, right? I can do production, which is documentation, allocating tasks, allocating a schedule, budgeting, all that kind of stuff. I could do all that. I could do level design, and I'm very good at QA. I suck at a lot of other stuff. I'm an idiot at a lot of other stuff. When it comes to animation, I'm very bad. When it comes to extreme programming, I'm pretty bad. I can do basic programming, but when it comes to like really in-depth stuff, I'm very bad. So you're gonna have to like, the thing is, you don't want to be necessarily a jack of all trades, right? You're gonna want to find people that you can work with. First game I did was using Pygame, simple 2D game with slowly lost interest. I get that. It's really about finding what part of game development you're most passionate about, I would say. Quite the stupid person. We're all dumb, man. Every one of us is dumb. We're all dumb. In different ways. And that's what I was saying. Like you want to find like Discord groups or game jams or whatever when you get a little bit more comfortable with a skill set, and just jump in on something and just try it, just do it. And then eventually you get to the point where you're like, oh, I actually just watched a short this morning. Did you release any games to the public? Yes. 2. One is god awful. And the other one is mediocre at best. One is called Fate's Twisted Tower. It's on itch.io. It was the first game that we did in my internship. I was 6 months into my master's degree program. I started as a level designer and became producer for it. And it's out and it's buggy as all hell. It's poorly optimized. And it's an action RPG. And a lot of things break because we had multiple students with us. And when they left, some left and switched to different projects midway through, we had to clean up the scraps in order to make our time for release for graduation. And it was a little rough. And then we have one called Dimension Jumper on the Google Play Store. So if you have an Android, you can find it. Dimension Jumper, it's on there. Also, very buggy and is in this polishing stage right now. But those are the 2 games that we actually have out to the public at the moment. First game, it was a shooter. Like a first-person shooter or third-person? Because I will say, if you're going to do first-person shooter, Unreal does actually have a template for first-person shooters. So you don't even need to make... I think they have a template for third-person as well now. So you don't even need to make the character third-person. Okay, yeah. So you could look into Unreal. I will say this. Unreal, I think, is a little more difficult to learn. But Unreal's tutorial and documentation is better than Unity's. I will say that. I don't use Unreal because of the programming barrier. I still need to learn C++. And with everything else, like actual day job and all this stuff going on, it's been difficult to actually do that. So I'm sticking with what I know for right now to try to get some stuff out there and then eventually make the switch just to, you know, be more versatile. But yeah, I would definitely recommend anyone just start making something. Like, so there's a method to this that, let's say you open up a game project. Let's say you're going to use Unity and you need to make a character move. That should be your first step. Just make a block. Like, here, I'll show you. Let me go to a level. Go to my level. It's okay if I mess that up. Is this game a hobby or for the company? It's technically both. So our studio is called Fate's Twisted Studio. We are not an actual, like, quote unquote game studio. Like, we're not an LLC, we're not an actual business, but we are releasing it under that name. So it's a passion project between a bunch of us, but it's for our studio, quote unquote, but it's not a an official, like, company game. Can you help me make a VR game? I personally can't. I have never worked in VR. I will say, though, again, Unreal has some pretty good documentation and tutorials when it comes to doing VR. Same with Unity, actually. There's some VR, AR stuff for Unity that is actually pretty good. So if you go on, like, I think it's docs.unity or something like that. I forget what their thing is. But if you look up Unity documentation on Google and then put VR, you should find an entire page about their VR stuff. But yeah, so this is what I would recommend. Most creators make games for fun and then do it for the public to make people happy. Yes, that is kind of what we are doing. Like, as I said, we all have our day jobs. We all have our regular things. Like, you know, I'm streaming this, but I also stream speedrun stuff, Zelda randomizers. Like, we all have our other things. This is just purely like, we want to make just something that's fun. It's not incredibly rich in story. It's not the, you know, AAA 4K realism graphics or anything like that. We just want to make a fun game. That's all we care about. We just want to make it fun. So we work hard on it to try to make just something fun. And that's it. Because if somebody plays it and they have fun, then we've done our job. Then great. That's it. That's all we want. So let's ignore the fact that there's a bunch of stuff here. So let's say you open up a brand new scene of Unity. This would be pretty much empty except for your main camera. There'd be nothing else here. So you'd want to add a 3D object. Just make a cube. He spawned very far away from me because this level's kind of big. So you got a cube. This is what you would start with. You can make it a little bigger. Make it like that. And then you would just start messing with stuff. Add code to it. Make it move. Make it jump. Make it do whatever. Learn basic code for WASD to move a character and what you need to move a character. Like, just do stuff like that. Like, you would just need to add a couple things. It already has a box collider. That's needed. You need a rigid body. That's needed. And then you need a basic script of using inputs, WASD keys, to move it left, right, forward, and backwards. And then you can make another script to mess with the camera, and mess with the camera with the mouse, or mess with the camera with other buttons, or whatever. But you got to start small, because that was my problem at first. So, like I said, I started learning game development in a more technical sense in 2016. I did ROM hacks a long time ago. I was always interested in level design. Back in like 2010, 2011, I messed around with ROM hacks for Super Mario World and Mario 64. because level design was always an interest. But when it comes to actually doing something in an engine and making like an actual game, it was very overwhelming the first time I opened Unity. I had no idea what I was looking at. But you have to start very small. Literally just make, like, here, let me show you guys this. Don't save. Same with the game. Yes, 100%. That is why I do YouTube, and that is why I do games. It's the same reason. So I've been on YouTube since 2010, doing it kind of on and off. I've mostly like always kind of done something, but for the most part, that's why. It's just because once in a while I've gotten a comment on my randomizers that somebody was like, "This was great to have on in the background while I worked," and I'm like, "That's perfect. That's literally what I want." Like, I'm not one of those super energetic, loud, screamy YouTubers or anything like that. So to get a comment like that, that's what I go after, is to be that. It's just like, get your mind off something. Just escape from whatever you're got going on in reality, all this stuff. And that's the same reason with games. All right, this is a completely different game project. This is my personal project. This has nothing to do with my game studio. This is my personal project that I've been working on and off with for a couple of years. Try to make people happy with my enthusiasm and crazy behavior. Hey man, it works. It does work for people. There's definitely a lot of people that are into it, so nothing wrong with that. But if you guys have never played the game Gradius or the game UN Squadron on the Super Nintendo, that's what this is. It's a side-scrolling space shooter that, you know, the screen auto-scrolls and you can just move around the screen. Now, the whole thing with this game is it's called Phantom Fighter, so if I hit space, it's going to be a little hard to see because the character is kind of small. He kind of goes, like, intangible for a sec. So the idea for it was there's going to be a crazy amount of, like, objects to like dodge. So like if I hit this, I die. But I finally got it to the point just like a week or two ago where my phase ability, I can actually go through it and I don't die. And I can use the phase ability and not go outside of the play area. This was incredibly difficult to figure out. And I'm very happy that I figured it out. So this is my personal project. This has nothing to do with my studio. This is something that I've been programming a prototype for a while to get it going just by myself because it's something I've wanted to make for a long time. So this is like my personal project. Whenever I get this out is whenever I get this out. It's not really on a schedule or anything like that. But this is one of the games that I've been really wanting to make. And the base functionality of it actually does finally work. So now I can really start focusing on the enemies and how the enemies are going to function. But that's the thing. This is a completely different kind of game. For the last 2 hours, I was working on a snowboarding game. But I also have this side-scrolling space shooter. Hope you figure out ways to make a more enjoyable game. Make it an enjoyable game. I appreciate that. I am definitely going to be working on it more and more. I actually need to put this on GitHub so I can use it for my other laptop, just to make life easier. But yeah, man, go make stuff. Go make games. The game industry right now is in a really weird spot where we kind of need more good indie stuff. Like, being honest. Like, the most enjoyable stuff I've played has been like from Nintendo over the last couple of years because they constantly, you know, they put out stuff that I enjoy. I mean, I can't say that. I just started playing Baldur's Gate 3 and I've been really liking it. I've been having a lot of fun with that, but yeah. So funny story. I sat with the career advisor not too long ago to go over, like, basically she was like, from my university, she was like, hey, do you want to work in the industry, basically? And I was like, no, I don't. I want to make games. I don't want to work in the game industry. It's a weird sentence to say. But I didn't want to work for companies like EA, Activision. Not that there's anything wrong with like those devs. It's the actual company and the practices that the company does. And the amount of layoffs that keep happening, the amount of people that keep losing their jobs, people who get promoted and then the next month they're out of a job. It's really rough right now. So if you want to get into games, I wouldn't recommend jumping into like trying to apply for any industry job. Just do indie, honestly. Made a game that I named Blaster. It's about a rocket through space, which hits a variety of obstacles. I was so proud of my creation. That's awesome. And that's sometimes the best thing, is something simple. Like, you don't need anything crazy. Something simple is going to be just fine. If you guys don't know who he is, look up Pirate Software. You probably know who he is. You've probably seen him. Man's been taking over YouTube Shorts like crazy. But his website, he has stuff about getting into indie development and getting into game development. And there's two main questions that people ask that he kind of answers, saying, like, do I have to be a good programmer or something? You don't. And the example is Undertale. I'm sure you guys know what Undertale is. So Undertale was a very, 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 very popular RPG game. Undertale is really badly programmed. Like, very, very badly programmed. It's a mess. But it doesn't matter. Because the game works, and the player doesn't care. Like, the player literally does not care how a game is programmed. Because they don't see that. They don't see the programming. So it doesn't matter. You just got to make it, and you got to make it work. That's it. At the end of the day, there's no, like... I mean, there are certain things you probably shouldn't do because it could jeopardize the optimization of the game, for sure. But for the most part, it doesn't matter. You just need to make it work. So I would definitely recommend that. Oh, and the other one was, what's the best engine? There is none. It depends on what you're making, realistically. And it depends on your knowledge, and it depends what you want to learn. Yeah, it's very interesting stuff. But anyway, guys, it's almost 11 o'clock. I unfortunately do have to go to my day job today, which is sad. I don't want to. Like I said, I wish this could just be my job. Just sitting here, working on stuff, talking to you guys and playing games. But unfortunately, I do have to go do that. So I will be heading off here. And we try to pitch a show like gaming. People who are bosses, who are in a big company, don't like lots and lots of details because they want. Yes, that is actually very true. When it comes to a pitch, I will say this real quick. When it comes to a pitch, 2 minutes is kind of like your limit. You need to be able to get everything out in 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, people stop paying attention. And if they are paying attention, it's like you said, they're going to take every single detail, say no to what you said, and then go do it themselves anyway. It's very similar. The game industry here in the West, at least, got it from Odd Ones Out. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I know. I know Odd Ones Out. Jesus. Not personally, but I know who they are. Yeah. You guys should all go make games. Go install an editor. Godot and GameMaker Studio are actually free on Steam. You can actually just download them from Steam, or you can get Unity from its website. You can get Unreal from the Epic Game Launcher. Whichever one you're most interested in. If you want a lot of assets that are pre-made, either Unity or Unreal, because they have the most assets right now. and you can use the asset stores and just install stuff and just play around with it. That's what I would recommend. But yeah, hope you have a relaxing time. Hope you do too. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna have a stream tomorrow, but I will on Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, we'll probably be back doing some of this. I might just play a little bit more on Wednesday. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I will see you guys on Wednesday. See ya.